trying to
link.
think what else I watched. So I watched something else.
I don't know.
I did watch Rwby.
Yeah, that's
and
you watched some Rwby.
and Rwby Ice Queedom. Actually, that's what I've been doing the last 2 hours. I was watching Ice Queedom. But over the weekend, or it was like Wednesday or Thursday, I just watched the like all the volumes, like because they have them in like movie form. They're like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I think I got to like volume 3 of Rwby, or 4. I can't remember. I'm past the Veil Festival of original of OG Rwby, because the all the fuck are they called? What are the monsters?
Oh, the Grimm?
The Grimm.
The Grimm?
All the Grimm are attacking the city right now. Like that's how far I got, like in OG Rwby. And then I started watching, because there's 7 episodes of Ice Queendom today. And so I was watching all that. I didn't watch the last one, but I think I watched the first 6. And the first 2 episodes, it's fairly the same, but it feels really rushed.
Yeah.
It feels like they were rushing through the story that's already been presented to get to their own original story. Because everything after the second episode is completely new. And I was like, oh shit, like they're doing their own thing. Like the second episode, they're already like done with the forest trial with the fucking bird Grimm, the Raven.
Yeah, Nevermore. Yeah.
Nevermore fight was cool. The Scorpion fight was way cooler in the original.
Yeah, that I've only gotten through volume 1. Yeah. But yeah, that's one thing that the fights, the episodes feel longer, even though they're not, like, because they're 6 to 12 minutes for the most part. But the fights, they don't feel like book-ended. They don't feel cut. They just play out, because that was kind of the whole big point. But Rwby, Ice Queendom, like pretty much any other anime, is like, make a quick fight. Let's go. Like, do all these cool flashy cuts, and then you're done.
But have you caught up?
Oh, no. I'm going to wait until I get to, like, probably volume 3? Wherever they...
Of Ice Queendom.
Yeah. So when I get to, like, volume 3, I'll pop back on, because that's kind of where they split for the most part. But yeah, I mean, I liked what I saw.
They talked about the Veil Festival, and then Sun shows up, that whole spat.
Yeah.
With and then you get Penny, and then it splits off from there into its original story, and it slows down, because those last 4 episodes are still in the, I'm assuming the 7th one too, it's still in the same arc, because it has to do with Weiss.
Yeah, I like it makes me kind of want to maybe not see a continuation of Rwby like the way it is now in OG in anime form like this, but I like these kind of spin-off ideas, and like the idea that there's a Grimm that's not a big monster but is like this weird parasite that fucks up your mind. Yeah. I'm super into that. It's like, yeah, there would be weird insect Grimm. Those are probably the worst. They're scary as fuck. You can't see them. They're tiny. There's a bunch of them. You're dead. It's like fighting, like, what is it, 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck, which is scarier. Tiny horses. Too many of them. You can't stop them. But yeah, what do you think about the music? Do you even remember the music?
It's not as memorable as like Cassie Williams. And
the soundtrack is
on the OG Rwby was the best.
Not great. I mean, yeah, if it's comparatively, like, if OG Rwby didn't exist, I don't think I would be bothered. But
the fucking outro for Link Click, that thing was a fucking jam.
Yeah, it was like this cool ass like rap thing. Yeah, the intro is pretty okay too. Like, I kind of liked it. I was like, oh shit, this is kind of slapping. I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah, I'm definitely like missing the music cut-ins from like even in the middle of the fights and stuff in the shows.
Yeah,
like OG Rwby did.
There's some people that have cut those together.
Yeah.
Like the Nevermore 5 is like definitely shorter, but like some people
Yeah.
cut like red like roses to that, and I was like, hell yeah, into it. Let's go.
It's good, because now they're completely doing their own thing. I'm sure it'll come back, like after this arc, because it'll come back to the Veil Festival. But it's also like grabbed my attention to like what else are they gonna change, or like what are they gonna make different?
Yeah.
Because it's just like subtle things are different.
Yeah, it's never like anything big for the most part, other than like adding the new crewman. But like their story could fit within OG Rwby and it not even really make that big a difference. It did make me think, it's like, okay, if I don't want a continuation of Rwby in this anime format, like, because they're doing volume 9 or whatever the fuck now.
Yeah, they're still making OG Rwby. They're still going on.
Yeah. I would like a prequel with Crow's team. I think that would be fucking sick looking.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we don't have a ton of Crow and all of the rest of that team. So it's like, we don't really have any fights to compare it to. So let's just do that shit. And yeah, hell yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, I think both Rwbys are good. I don't think either invalidates the other. So good on you, Rwby.